Yeah. So from here, we move on to the next match in the red block. Again, this is another match where the 14 points matters to Utami Hayashishita, the former red belt champion, the former World of Stardom champion, has a shot at taking this tournament. She faces off with the former Goddess of Stardom champion, Koguma. Again, the person who I thought was such the Yano goof. Then I watched her in that tag team title match and I went, okay, she is not a goof. She knows when to turn on. And she did even here, even in this show match. She knew when to turn on. Yes, she did her goofy stuff. But there was one part at the start, I think it's Utami did the bear pose. She did the I laughed so hard when Utami started doing the bear pose. Oh my god, I was like, she did the comedy. She did the comedy the other night too when she was with her. She was singing.
Yes,
and now she's doing the bear. Now she's doing the bear pose. I'm like, I was just laughing so hard. I'm like, okay, this woman does have a heart.
And this is why Hayashishita is one of my favorite. I actually claim she is my favorite female wrestler right now, in active kind of wrestling, I guess to say.
Yeah.
She, to me, can really do no wrong. She comes out, she looks like a wrestler. She acts like a wrestler. She wrestles like a wrestler. But then she can also make her opponents have matches that are so great and so incredible, regardless of their skill level, her skill level. She can turn on that goofy factor when she wants to. She can turn on that serious factor, and it's still Utami Hayashishita. This match, again, I popped when she did the ears too. I couldn't not. This match was a great match for both of them. I felt overall this was actually a very great showing for Koguma, who up until this point, I feel she has been performing consistently and well, but she hasn't had something really that people have been continually to talk about. And I feel that Utami was definitely elevating her a little bit in this
very much so.
To get her to that point to be like, hey, you remember her? She's still a threat. She's still a thing.
Yeah, like there was a beautiful, she was Koguma up on the top rope and hit a beautiful splash to the floor on Utami. Like just it's just some of the stuff they're doing. It's kind of insane in some of it. But like Koguma looked really good and played to Utami's part so well, and I didn't ever think that I never thought Koguma was gonna get the win in here, and I thought this was either gonna go draw or it was gonna come down to tiebreakers, but Koguma get it, like reversing the hijack bomb into a code red and getting the pin. I was just, it blew me away the way they ended it. I was just like, it came for me, it's gonna sound stupid, out of nowhere. And I was just like, yes, thank you. I thank you for giving me that ending. And it again elevates Koguma to a level. Like we'll talk about when we get to the end of the wrestlers. I will tell you, she's at 14 points, same as the former World of Stardom champion. That is a great level to be at. So
100%. 100%. And then right after that pin, we were treated to another return.
This is where I got really confused.
So we saw the return of another Grim Reaper that not related to the Reaper Army mentioned in the show before. Who I personally thought when she was coming down that they were going to confront Koguma. This was not the case. Koguma was not the important factor in here. This was pretty much a confrontation for Utami Hayashishita. When Hayashishita does, shove and unmask the Grim Reaper, we do find that it is a return of not Natsuko Tora, who is the leader of Oedo Tai. She was
no idea who it was even after the deal. I was like, who is this? Like,
that is the leader. I call her the Doki of Oedo Tai because she usually is running around with a pipe.
So she's terrible. So she's terrible, right? She's
I
terrible.
haven't seen her wrestle because when I
The
first
Doki
started
Panic.
watching, she was actually out with a torn ACL. So she has been out of ring action for quite some time.
That's what it
She
was referred to in the promo that I was reading, like the subtitles. Yeah, she was out for a while, and then she makes fun of Utami's 7-5 record. But I'm like, how can you make fun of a 7-5 record? Like,
because she
that's a
was
good record.
yeah, she, as you mentioned, she did cut the promo on Hayashi Shida, making reference to her being out for a bit. At the time, I believe Hayashi Shida was actually the world champion, and that Tora was actually to be challenging Hayashi Shida when she got injured. And I believe the promise that was made that was Hayashi Shida would hold on to the belt until Tora
Promise,
came back.
promise in professional
Yeah, but it's
wrestling.
like, girl, you took a year. Like, heal faster. Like, I don't know. But in that case, it does sound like Tora has come back, but not to necessarily challenge for the belt right away, but to maybe challenge the person who had the belt when she had it. Maybe it's a kind of a
A
blood
building
feud that the
block
two that they
to
have.
the
Yeah, but
championship.
it's definitely going to be a stepping stone for her to go in there to be like, okay, look, I beat a former champion. Now who else can I beat? Because to me, like I haven't seen Natsuko Tora in ring, so I don't know what it is that she's capable of. I don't know what it is that her style is. So maybe this will be a good build for her to get towards that red belt title shot eventually. Otherwise, I mean, that being said, Oedo Tai and Queen's Quest, they do have some history, especially with losing Momo Watanabe to Oedo Tai most recently. So, that being said, I think that there's going to be a lot of passion in this feud. I think there's going to be a lot of emotional charge. And I actually am really looking forward to how they're going to take it into the future.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Again, I don't know really anything about this lady. I'm sorry to say, but I look forward to seeing what's coming because again, it's obviously the next program for Hayashi Shida. So,
And of course, to me, she can really do no wrong. It's going to be a banger.
so from here we move on to the next match in the Red Stars, the third last match of
Correct.
the tournament side, and it is Tom Nakano taking on Saki.
Mhm.
This match was so good. Like so good. I got notes after notes after notes.
Tell us about it, Andre.
Like just overall, just these girls just killed it. Like from the hop, they were just going from the hop. Tom literally goes up to the top rope for a crossbody and she misses, and then Saki just runs at her, just smokes her with a big boot. And this is like just a couple minutes in, but like just the forearm exchanges from both these girls, like especially with how small Tom is, the power that she has in her forearms is crazy, just crazy, just like buzzsaw. It's like she hit a beautiful buzzsaw kick, but from Tom, and then picks up a Falcon Arrow driver, and that was the finish to the match. Like holy crap, like that, just a kick to the face, that like the jury style buzzsaw kick. I was like, oh, I thought I thought you could get the pin right there, but then she picked her up and hit the Falcon Arrow driver to get the win. But like, holy crap, great match from both these women. And Tom Nakano moves to 16 points. Like I said, 14 is the magic number, and you better have a tiebreaker over anybody else that gets to that 16 if they get there. And yeah, Tom Nakano is 16, the first person to 16 in the Red Stars, and there's still 2 matches to go in the block. So with the potential for more people to get to 16 with her, there's at least 3 more people that can get to that point, possibly after her. So that's the thing. What are your thoughts on this match?
I really enjoyed this match. I felt it was another faction versus faction, Cosmic Angels versus Colors, as Colors is the sub faction of
Yeah.
Cosmic Angels.
The Colors Angels. Come on.
Yeah, the colored. I would almost say the reluctant participants of the Cosmic Angels.
Mm.
They don't always seem particularly happy to be there, but you know, when you have your partner sealing your bikini tops, I can understand you would be a little unsatisfied with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely felt that this match was very, very hard fought, very, very emotional. And it was so nice to see the show of respect between these two women after the match, you know, having their little private moment where you can tell they're just thanking each other and expressing the gratitude for an incredible match. Um,
Yep.
these
Very much so.
girls, yeah, and especially the Cosmic Angel girls, I'm noticing, minus Unagi Sayaka, very, very humble and very, very emotional when it comes to their wins and their losses. Um, Nakano obviously very excited that she won, but you could still see the emotion in her and on her after the match as they did go to the back. Yeah, I really, really enjoyed this match. And again, it did set up Nakano to that 16 points.
Yeah,
Oof.
and again, but like still to come is Hameka at 14. You have Micah at 14, and you have Suri at 14. Three potential,
Mhm.
and you have Hameka taking on Micah.
Her tag partner.
So so you got two people that could possibly take a win. If either one takes a win, they will tie with Tom
Mhm.
Nakano. And I gotta check one thing. Sorry, don't mean to be weird, but okay. I'm always weird. But yeah, so with the next match being Hameka versus Micah, Tam Nakano, Hameka, and sorry, I apologize about this. I'm just trying to check. So Tam actually beat Micah, so Micah cannot and nor can Emeka. So actually, they're 14. Even if they get to 16 here,
Mhm.
they Tam has the tiebreaker win over both of them.